Happy Halloween again, guys. It's Rune Removal Day here. This is actually my third video of the day. This is the first time I've ever done three videos, but it's just such a action-packed day for me and my team and my game here. It's Rune Removal Day. I've been working on that. The first video I was kind of just talking about that a little bit and giving some advice on Rune Removal Day. Make sure you take full advantage of it. And I think I've done that. My second video did a little Halloween celebration. Opened 15 mystical scrolls. Check it out if you haven't. Got a mixed bag of results there. I got a pretty cool monster though. The best one out of the whole bunch, out of the whole 15 summons. And that would be my lure here, which isn't awakened to a lure yet. He's the water phantom thief. Not going to go over him right now, but he's going to be a kick-ass monster. So, in this rune removal day, what I did is I took my Wind Phantom Thief, I took away his Despair runes and his Focus runes, and I found the absolute best Fatal and Blade runes that I had. So you can see I got one 6-star here, it's already plus 12. I got another one plus 5. It's Blade. The other Blade one's plus 4. But what's most important when you have an attack monster that's mainly going to be your powerhouse, and that's what this guy is. He's going to just blow people. He's going to blow the arena's shields apart, I'm hoping. Um, he's just going to do the most damage. And he does stuns too, so I'm kind of in love with this character right now, and I still have a ways to go. I still have 12 levels to upgrade him, so his stats are just going to keep getting better. You can already see with the runes that I have on him, his attack has gone from 802 base stats right here to 1161 already. Now I don't want his speed to get any more because in my team I want my Saik to go first. And I don't want to have to, I did some rune arranging here. So he has 124 speed right now, and my Julian has 123, so just one less. So I want him to go first, and the reason behind that, I'll just go over it real quick. I'm going to have him cast this skill: attack power and critical rate on all allies for 3 turns increases. And I think it's 25% for both. So that's going to be important to give him even more attack power when it's his turn to go. Right after, hopefully. So my runes on my Saik here, I've switched his out too. You know, I'm not too happy with a couple of the runes. I have to spend some money to get them up there. But what's most important, I don't need accuracy for my Saik. His skills hit with 100% accuracy, so I don't need that. Before I had some runes that had that. His 2 attacks here, they don't really do anything that needs accuracy. They're just damage. And you can see I got his skills all the way max. Very easy to do. You're going to get lots of 2-star Hellhounds for the new players. Just feed them to your Fire Hellhound. This guy can be a really good, maybe not endgame player, but he can get you very far in the game. He's great for Giants B10, which is where you get most of your high level runes. He's great for a ton of things. I've used him more than any other character. I can say that without a doubt up until this point in my game. I'm going to keep him. I'm keeping him over my Rauk, which some people are going to say is kind of crazy. This guy's a powerhouse too. He's awesome. But I can't get rid of him. I want him to cast that buff right now. So I gave him, switched out his runes. He's got Fatal and Blade runes too. So my Julian, my Saik have Fatal and Blade. And the other 2 members of my team here are going to be my Clara, my Fire Piert, and I gave her Focus. So I got this rune. I can finally use it, attack percent. Back to the Saik. I skipped something here. What's most important here when you're going with like Fatal and Blade and you have an attack monster, you want to make sure that these are attack percent runes. So this stat doesn't really change that much from 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, 6-star. 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star are only going to be like a couple different if you get them up to plus 12 or plus 15. They always increase, I think, by 2 each level, the 3, 4s, and 5s. Now the 6s, they increase by 3 per level. So those are significantly better, but they're much more difficult to get also. You have to farm Giants B10 to have a chance at a 6-star Fatal Rune, for example, or, which is very rare because you can get any rune in Giant's Keep. Or you can just keep checking the magic shop, which is kind of how I got this. Well, not that rune, but I have another rune. I have a couple fatal runes that are 6-star, and that's just from going to the magic shop, and those cost a lot of gems. Those cost like, I think 120 at least, 120,000 for one 6-star rune. But so you want attack percent. That's going to give you, especially if it's an attack monster, it's going to give you way more than if you just went attack plus whatever the number is. Close to double with the same number of rune here. So I went with, even though this is only a 3-star, it's attack percent here, and my blade's attack percent, and the other blade's attack percent. So I had to kind of sacrifice. I don't have all the best runes. This is not even plussed. This has no pluses. I need to spend mana or gems on all this stuff. So my team is completely different than it was yesterday. And then, so for her, like this one, this focus attack percent, she's an attacker too. So she's got the same runes, except she's going to be my stunner. My Wind Phantom Thief, I'm going with Fatal and Blade, so he's going to do mass damage because he has slightly more base attack than my Clara. That's just one tip that I read off a forum. I don't know the exact numbers when they're both max level. But she's also going to have attack percent, and accuracy. And the accuracy comes in because she's going to be one of my stunning monsters. And I get additional stuns by going with Despair runes on her. Yeah, here's a plus 15 6-star Despair rune. See, it gives you like accuracy percent. Now, I just told you the 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, there's not going to be a big difference in the base percent here. This is the base of that rune. That's the one that's going to increase every time you level that rune up. These are substats. Now there is a big difference in the substats, especially if you get a legendary rune and it's already showing you 3 of the stats, and those are 3 substats you like. Then when you get to that plus at the 3, 6, 9, and 12 pluses, these are going to increase even more. So there's a big difference between a 5-star and a 3-star with substats. But I'm most concerned about the base stats on these right now. Now, hopefully I get a Fatal Rune that's at least 4, 5, or 6-star. I'm shooting for 6 stars. I hate to have to redo things and then waste gems too often. And hopefully I'll be able to replace this rune. But until that time, I'm going to just level it up to plus 9, maybe, probably just plus 9. I have so many other runes I can spend money on right now. And then I gave some runes to my Winslith too. Same exact rune setup as my Clara. It's going to be Despair and Focus. Focus is going to give me more accuracy. Despair is going to give me more stun rate. And the accuracy is going to affect the stun rate too. So she's going to be stunning also. These two are going to be stunning. These two, he's going to cast his buff first. And then he's going to go Powerhouse, Beast Mode. My Julian's going to go beast mode on everybody, and these two are going to try to keep the lockdown. That's my goal. These 4 monsters for Arena, I got a ton of work to do now that I changed their runes out. But the purpose of this video actually is, let's see what kind of runes, what kind of luck we can have here. So, I got all these candies from the Halloween event. Com2 US has been gracious enough to let us, save a little bit of our money. So they give you a double percent chance of getting your runes to the next level. So the best way to use your candies is to power up high level runes. This one's costing me 13,000, and I've done this in a previous video and had horrible luck getting to plus 15. Cost me, oh, just about this much money. So hopefully I have better luck today. But the best way to use your candies, we'll go back to this, is to power up the high level ones. Because then you're getting theoretically this amount of money back every time you use a candy. So I want him to just wipe out the whole board. He's my 6-star monster. He's going to have, I mean, look, his attack's already pretty crazy. So if I can get some of these other attack runes, like this one, up to plus 15, once it hits plus 15, its primary stat increases a lot. But it costs all kinds of money to do that. And I don't think I would ever try to get a plus 15 unless I had these candy add-ons. They're actually power-up stones. They've had this event a few different times. They just called it candy because it's Halloween. So, without further ado and explaining myself, I'll keep explaining, but let's do it. Let's spend some of these gems I've been trying to save up and just hope for the best here. If we can get a few of these runes to plus 15, my Julian's gonna be very thankful. Now I just showed you a whole bunch of other runes on my Saik and my Clara that are like 0. They have 0 pluses. And you're probably thinking, well, you should focus on those first because those are easy. They cost a lot less gems. Very true. But I only have so many gems to spend right now. And I want to you have to spend these candies by November. There we go. There's plus 13. You have to spend these candies by November 9th. So I want to make sure I maximize and try to, maximize this candy usage right now. And then later, next week, the week after, as I accumulate more of these mana gems, then I'm going to level up those others ones to plus 9, plus 12, whatever I can do. I can do that at any time. Right now, it's important that I try to get these plus 15s while I can, while I have the double percent. Because there's no way... Oh, look at that luck. Okay, so now you can see, going from 14 to 15, look at this jump. 9% attack increase. It's huge. So if I can get this is only a 5-star, but if I can get some 6, I'm never going to get rid of this rune. This is a 5-star, it's already plus 14, and it's got some other decent stats here. Nothing great, but you can just see if you get plus 15 attack percent runes, you're going to have 150% extra attack. You're going to just be one-shotting stuff all over the place. So this is where I dropped all my money last time, trying to get a plus 15. So I got a coffee tonight. I'm going to take a little sip of my coffee. Try to stay awake for this video. Come on, Com2 US, don't take all my money on the first rune. That would really bum me out. And if this was a 6-star, this would cost even more. And I have a couple 6-stars that I'd really like to get plus 15. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully I hit this. Let's hit the lotto here. Let's get this plus 15. This would be a huge increase for this monster and my team in general. So somebody mentioned to me in one of my videos, I was talking about my Water Death Knight, and they threw a quick comment up there. They said the endgame player, he doesn't even have that many, and I say endgame players, I mean number 1 in arena. It always seems like I have horrible luck while I'm talking about something else, but the number 1 player in arena doesn't even have that many good monsters, the person said. He said the only good monster he has, come on Com2 US, is a Water Death Knight that he didn't specify Water Death Knight, but I'm assuming because that's the one I was talking about. A Water Death Knight, 6-star, awesome runes, and he said that was one of his only good monsters, which is very interesting to me. Because I guess at the very end game, that Water Death Knight could be good because it makes sure that your monsters don't get killed for an entire turn. but it only lasts one turn as soon as that monster attacks. So I'm still not sold on the Water Death Knight, but maybe that endgame player found a really good use for it. Look at this. Come on. Stop stealing everything. Don't steal my stuff. Let me keep a little money. Let me keep a little self-respect here. The 13-14 went awfully well, didn't it? You can just see. So I've done this, oh, I don't even know. 12 times I've been trying to get this to plus 15. Plus the candies, so times that by 2. Plus 15 runes. There we go. Alright, they did let me keep a little money. Look at this attack percent. This rune is awesome. Alright, there's a good one. Bonus. There we go. What else can we do here? I don't know that I want to take... See, I kind of want to take this one up a little bit. But, you know, giving me 118 attack compared to... Let's see, what's 43% of 802? That's like 200 and some. It's way huger. So you can see the difference. Plus 43% is way more than what this would be. This would be like 150. And this is giving me like 250. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. This is a good rune. You know, I like that it has accuracy. It's only 4-star, but like I said, it doesn't really make that big of a difference whether it's 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, 6-star. It does. It makes a difference in the end, but let's check out some other runes. Maybe there's something else. I think I have some for Claire that I really wanted to work on. Not that one. You know, this one I really should work on this one. This is gonna be let's do it. Let's spend some money on this one. Now I'm not gonna use candies right away. See, this is going up by 3% because it's a 6-star rune. So the 6-star is way better than a 5-star when you're talking about percent runes. Okay, so we got defense plus 5%. You know, that's not an optimum substat, but it's not bad. You know, what I'm really hoping for is that the next one that pops up is going to be like accuracy or critical hit percent. Those are huge. I'd even take an attack number here if it was a good one. There we go. Look, asking you will receive. So I wanted accuracy for her because she's stunning. Every little bit of accuracy helps when you want to get those stuns. Any skills that have a percentage chance, and the accuracy especially helps when you're going against monsters that have resistance towards you. I don't know exactly how it works, but seeing how she's fire, if I was going against wind monsters, it seems like, in my experience, I stun them much more often than I stun, say, water monster, which water's strong against fire, wind is weak against fire. So I think that resistance right there, just because of the elements, plays a factor in whether or not they get stunned or not. Okay, so I got 26 power stones left. I'm running kind of out of mana crystals, but that's, you know, this is the last day to earn these power stones. So I can always earn some more gems up until November 9th and then use these power stones. Oh, look at that, asking you will receive twice. This is going to be an awesome rune. I'd like to see what this is. 6-star attack percent rune when it's plus 15. So I might, I don't know if I want to keep going with this one. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Let's at least get it to like 10 or 11, and then maybe use some candies on it. You know, with only 26 candies left, I'd like to use them when they're most needed, which is going to plus 15. That would be the the optimum time to use all the candies. If you have enough gems, go to plus 14 and then spend your candies going to plus 15. But realistically, who has that many gems? You'd have to sit here and click this power up button over and over and over. So boy, my videos are starting to take a lot longer. I see I'm already up to 20 minutes. So if you made it this far, really appreciate the support. Thanks for sticking with it. Another drink of coffee here. You know, it's not too difficult to get to plus 12 without the power stones. I'd at least recommend doing that if you have the crystals to spare. So I'm going to at least get this to plus 12. What other stat would I like to see here? I guess just an attack number would be good. And if I don't get an attack number, like hit point percent would be good. Anything with percents is good. Hit point percent. I already have the two that I really care about. And now I'm starting to really burn through some money. But that's okay. You know, this is going to be an awesome rune. This has already really increased this character. I might just stop for now. Not really sure what my game plan is from this point forward. If you're watching this just for the runes, this is what I'm going to call this video. Feel free to cut out right now. If you're enjoying the video, stick around. I'm going to do a few arena battles here. Maybe I can explain some tactics and stuff on that. And don't forget to keep checking your magic shop here, guys. If you're building an imp team for Giants B10, you know, buy your imps here. Don't... Oh, look at this. Here's a Swift rune, 6-star. But it's defense percent. And most teams, you're not really going for high defense. So I'm not going to buy that. But look at the cost of it, 216,000. So yeah, 6-star runes from the magic shop can get very pricey, but it's one of the only ways to get them. And low level players, you're not going to see these 6-star runes. I think you have to be, I don't know, maybe level 30 before they start showing up. It might even be higher than that. It might be 35 before you start seeing 6-star runes. And you don't see them very often, even when you're level 40 like I am. You know, it's pretty rare to see a 6-star rune. I would say once every 4 refreshes. So just keep checking. You know, even if you are a low level player, you will see mystical scrolls here sometimes, and they cost about 100,000 gems. And I do recommend buying those whenever you see them. So whenever you get the opportunity, every hour, keep checking the magic shop here. So let's check out a little arena. Actually, let's do something else a little different here. I've been spending a lot of my energy today on this Com2 US event that's only going on today for Halloween. You got the Grim Reaper here, Dark. I haven't even really checked him out, but I have enough to summon 3 of him. So why don't we go ahead and do that and actually check out this monster? That might be interesting for some people. So, oh no, I can't do 3 yet. I can only do 2. So okay, here's this Grim Reaper guy. And the main reason I was wasting my energy, and I say wasting, I wasn't wasting it, in doing this event is because, well, I need a lot of 3 stars to make 5 stars and 6 stars. So I'm getting the summoning pieces for that. These are guaranteed 3 stars if you do that dungeon. And you get like 5,000 mana crystals each time, and I know that I'm going to need those for my runes. I'm going to need tons of those. So that was kind of just a good way for me to spend my energy today. You know, it doesn't come along, you don't get a 3-star dungeon all the time, so. Meteorites of Doomsday fall on the enemies, and the inflicted damage increases with time. Never seen a skill like that. So his type is attack, so you probably want to go with well, let's check out his other stats before I recommend some runes for this guy. Spreads a plague to all enemies with an 80% chance to inflict 2 continuous damage effects that last 2 turns. Okay. So with this 80% chance, you know, you could, this skill, just looking at this one skill, you could do like a focus, a rune set or something like that. Reaps the life of the enemy with a deadly sigh. Acquires an additional turn if the enemy dies. So he's got some interesting skills here. I don't totally understand this one, but him being an attack monster, if you're working on a Fire Grim Reaper, which a lot of people use, they can really wreck some huge damage numbers. You could farm this guy, feed him to your Fire Grim Reaper. I'm sure you could turn this guy into a very usable player, maybe with some fatal focus runes or just fatal attack percent runes. I'm not totally sure. This attacks all enemies, so if you threw despair runes on this guy, you'd have a 25% to stun with this attack for all the enemies too. And like I said previously, you want to use your despair runes, which you get from Giant's Keep, or you can buy them in the magic shop. Spreads a plague to all enemies. So yeah, you got 2 AoE attacks here. Despair runes would probably be a good choice, and then you could turn this guy into some kind of a stunning despair runes with attack percent. This guy could be a huge hitter, and he could be stunning people and inflicting these continuous damage. He could be pretty awesome if you do things right with him. But like everything in this game, you can't just pick every monster. You can't have everything. So I'm not going to go with him just because I have some other monsters that I have in mind. But you definitely could. It would not be a bad thing. So I'm just going to... This is not the team I was using to farm this. But let's throw up the team. I want him to be my leader, because he's going to... Oh no, I don't want him to be my leader. Let's take a look at my Julian here. His leader attack is only for arena. So that's not going to help me here. What is going to help me? Do I have anything? Okay, this will at least give me some resistance here. And actually, I didn't use her in my first farming build. So just to make this a little quicker, I'm going to take no healers. I'm going to take, he does AoE damage. He'll be able to wipe a floor. He'll be able to wipe a floor. She'll be able to wipe a floor. He'll be able to wipe all the first floors if he attacks. So we'll just auto attack this thing. So yeah, that was pretty interesting seeing what that Dark Grim Reaper can do, and who knows, just knowing that now, you might come up against one here in the future. You might... That's always what kind of scares me, is if I'm doing an arena battle and I see some weird monster that I've never seen before, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Is that going to just wreck my team? I need to kind of know what skills it has and how to counter against it. If you can learn how to counter another team's monsters, you don't need to have the absolute best monsters. That's what's really good for the free-to-play players. And that's what I am. I've never spent a single dime on this game. But if you understand the game and you understand your weaknesses and you understand how to take advantage of other people's weaknesses, you can get very far in this game. Especially if you have a little bit of luck and you're just saving your crystals and you're using them smartly and buying premium packs. So you can see I'm already at stage 6 here, not having any troubles with these guys. They have done some damage to my main character here though, but he's a lot weaker now. Now that he used to have some hit point runes, some of the despair runes were hit points for him. So I'm going to be struggling here for a little while, just getting used to my new rune build for my team. He's all attack now, so if somebody starts wailing on him, he used to be able to handle it. He could take 3 or 4 hits in arena most times against most monsters. Wow, that really wrecked him. And he'd still come out okay. Wow, I'm on the last dungeon floor here. Yeah, he'd still end up okay, with 3 or 4 hits. Now, if he gets 1 or 2 hits, he's just going to get wrecked. Let's see if we can't just power through this guy. I don't think... No, these things, they're wasting me. Well, I made it to the last floor here. And that that big old Grim Reaper, he just destroys. So you can see 5,280 mana gems, so that's great right there. Plus you get You always get these things, summoning pieces. So now I have enough to make two more, so I'm not going to spend any more energy or you guys' time on that, but that's not a a bad way to spend your energy today. You still have a few hours left here. Uh, all right, something else fun here. I hate how they always ask if you want to purchase that. You can only purchase it once a day. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money on stuff like that. Let's do a wish here. I haven't done my daily wish. Always do your daily wish. You have a chance to get some pretty cool stuff. Albeit a very rare chance. I've only gotten good things a couple of times. And I'm not feeling lucky right now, so I'm sure I'm not going to hit nothing. 15 crystals. That's always good. That'll help me get my next premium pack. So you can see just by playing this, I've already got 48 for my next premium pack, and I just did a video for you guys. So it won't take me long. Week and a half, I'll be doing some more mystical scroll summons for you guys. Video's gotten really long. My videos just keep getting longer, so thanks for tuning in. I'm not going to talk all night. I'll do some arena advice. If you guys have any questions on your teams, I'd be glad to give you whatever my advice is worth. Just like, subscribe. Really appreciate all the support. Take care, guys, and happy Halloween. Lord Mukau signing off.